In this video, I am going to share with you how I lost 10 pounds of muscle over the last 5 months. And I'm going to give you the tips and knowledge you need to make sure you don't make the same mistake I made. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. If you don't know who I am, or maybe it's your first time checking out my YouTube page, my name is Steven Campolo, and that guy used to be me. I used to be 300 pounds, and then I went on my own personal fitness journey over the last 20 years. And now, that guy is me. I lost over 100 pounds, got in shape, and now I help others do the exact same. So let's jump into the purpose of this video. So yes, it is true. I lost 10 pounds over the last 5 months, and I did it unintentionally. So how do I know I actually lost 10 pounds? Well, I'm glad you asked. So back in April, I did a DEXA scan. Now, if you don't know what a DEXA scan is just a way of measuring your body fat, measuring your muscle mass, measuring your bone density. A DEXA scan is actually used in a lot of medical facilities to measure osteoporosis for females, right? So they do this DEXA scan and it tells them, how much bone density someone has lost. So they could also use the same scan to measure body fat, and that's exactly what I had done back in April. So back in April, I got my body fat measured. I was about 17% body fat, and I'm actually gonna post the images here on the screen so you could actually see the comparison. And then this past week, I went for an updated DEXA scan because I just wanted to know where my body fat percentage was, where my muscle mass was. And I could not believe when I got my DEXA scan results and it told me I had lost about 10 pounds of lean muscle mass. Now, I was trying to figure out what the variables were. How could this have happened? How did I lose 10 pounds of muscle mass? What had actually changed in my day-to-day life that would have caused this? And as I started to pull back the layers and look at my activity level, look at my diet, I realized there is one thing that I was doing very differently over the last 5 months, and that was I was playing pickleball for almost 2 hours a day. So the thing about me is I am very competitive. I love sports. I played tennis for years and years and years. And about 5 months ago, my wife got me into playing pickleball. Me and my lovely wife are on our way to go play some pickleball. If you don't know what pickleball is, it's pretty much like a smaller version of tennis. So you're running around a lot, you're hitting a ball with a paddle. It's actually very, very fun and very, very challenging, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So my obsessive nature forced me to, play almost every single day. So even though I was still working out, I was, still working out with weights about 3 to 4 days a week, I was doing a lot of activity through pickleball. And pickleball is all cardio based. I mean, you could burn about 1,500 calories in only an hour and a half of playing pickleball. And most days when I play, I'm playing about 2.5 hours. So I thought, okay, even if I am doing this much extra cardio, at least I'll get a lot leaner, I'll burn more body fat, I'll get shredded, and it will all be good. Well, what had ended up happening was not only did I increase my activity by a lot, but I wasn't tracking my protein as closely as I thought I was. Now, one thing I always tell my clients and one thing I always preach is you have to track your numbers if you want to lose weight, get in shape, and build muscle. You have to know if you're in a calorie deficit. You have to know if you're consuming enough protein. I usually advocate getting 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds like me, you should be aiming for 200 grams of protein per day, okay? The easiest way to do that is download the free app, MyFitnessPal, and you can start tracking as soon as today. So over the last 4 or 5 months, I just got kind of cocky with tracking. I didn't really track my calories that close. I pretty much eat the same things every day. So that's what I did. I just ate the same things every day. I knew my protein was pretty moderate. I might not have hit 200 grams of protein per day, but I knew that I was getting a decent amount of protein. Well, the truth is, looking back now, I realized I wasn't getting as much protein as I thought I was. And because I increased my activity level so high, I should have adjusted my protein and my calories to support my increased activity. So that's what really facilitated the 10 pounds of lean muscle tissue loss, which again came as a complete shock to me. Another shock was my body fat percentage went up by 1%. So I went from 17% up to 18%. Again, I'm like, how the heck did I gain body fat and decrease in muscle mass, right? When you lose that amount of muscle mass in a very short amount of time, your body fat generally will increase, right? That's just how it works. So unfortunately, this was not the outcome I was looking for, right? Generally when you think of increasing your cardio and doing more, you think, okay, this is only gonna benefit me from a body composition, point of view, right? You're gonna be leaner, you're gonna have more muscle, you're gonna look more muscular. Well, this clearly wasn't the case. And guess what changes I made immediately getting my DEXA scan results back the other day? day. I'm tracking everything. I'm making sure I'm getting enough protein, but even on the days where I'm playing pickleball, I'm actually adding 50 more grams of protein. So I'm going from 200 to 250 grams of protein to really help support muscle recovery on those days, okay? Now, the purpose of this video, why I'm sharing all of this with you, is because that's the biggest mistake most people make when they're trying to get in shape and lose weight. What do? They only do cardio and they severely undereat and don't eat enough protein, okay? This is a recipe for disaster if you're trying to improve your body composition and increase your muscle mass and have a nice, sexy, athletic body that most of us want. Doing only cardio and severely undereating, it's not the way to get there, okay? If anything, your body fat percentage might increase because you're losing muscle mass, you're losing bone density, and you're just gonna end up becoming a smaller, softer version of where you initially started. And I don't know about you, I don't want that to be the case for myself or for you either, okay? So make sure you're getting your protein. Again, I would advocate getting 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, if you're someone who might be 300 pounds, let's say you're 100 pounds overweight, well, I would just use your lean mass. So try to get 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. And make sure you're just tracking your calories. The best way to figure out your calories if you do want to lose weight and get in shape is take your goal body weight and multiply it by 10. So let's say maybe you're 300 pounds and your goal body weight's 200 pounds. Take 200 times 10, that's going to give you 2,000 calories, okay? So if you hit 2,000 calories a day and hit 200 grams of protein per day, that's going to be a great target for you each day to hit if you want to build muscle and decrease body fat, which is ultimately the goal, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for allowing me to be vulnerable with you and share the real life story of me losing 10 pounds over the last 5 months. I didn't want it to happen. That wasn't the goal, but I said, you know what? It is what it is, and I'm going to share this information, with you guys so you don't make that same mistake. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me, and please share this with a friend if you know someone that maybe needs to build some muscle, or maybe they're doing the wrong type of training. Make sure you send this video to them, and until next time, we'll see you. Bye.